All right, welcome in. This video is in regards to how to choose players for both cash games and GPPs. Again, this is something that I get asked quite a bit about. Most people realize that there is a difference when you're playing different formats of games, whether you're playing a cash game or a heads-up match where maybe you need less points, or a GPP where maybe you need more points to win. You want to construct your rosters differently. For example, in cash games, you usually just want to go with the safest form of points. Maybe you're looking for just 5 times value in the NBA. Maybe you're looking for just 250 points. That's going to win you a lot of heads ups. It's going to cash in a lot of 50-50s. That's fair. You don't want to take on a lot of risk in cash games. GPPs, on the other hand, you usually need a much higher score to win. So you're looking for players who are more volatile, players who have a little more variance that can go crazy at any time and score you a lot of points. So maybe you're willing to take on a little more risk because the reward is so great if you win a GPP. So how do we actually choose these players? This is kind of the next step in that process. You've realized that you need to choose players differently, and quite frankly, not all players are created equal. They score points in many different ways. Some do it consistently on a nightly basis, while others have really good nights followed by really bad nights. So how do we find these players? Basically, what I've done is I've created a tool, and this is on my website. It's dfsondemand.com. This is the site that I run. It's under the Pro Tools section. So this is part of the subscription service, but quite frankly, it's $8 a month, and it's well worth it for all the analysis and all the tools that you get access to. But what we're looking for here is the NBA player scoring calendar, and this is really cool. So what I've been doing all season long is I've been compiling every game log of every player this season, and I'm starting to put it into easier ways to visualize this data and to get a better understanding of the data. So for example here, this is the player scoring calendar, and I like this for a lot of reasons. As you can see, it's every player in the league. It's literally every player who's ever played a game this year, what the date was. So here's November. You can see how they perform on back-to-back nights, but also I just like this for being able to determine who is a consistent player or who is a volatile player. So what I've added over here is a column called standard deviation. And if you are not familiar with standard deviation, it's just a mathematical way to show you how spread out numbers are, how far from their average are they. So I'll give you a prime example here. Let's take a look at Anthony Davis and Paul George. They have basically identical averages. Anthony Davis averaging 46.39 DraftKings points this year. Paul George averaging 46.38. Yet these players are completely different in the way they score. Anthony Davis, a much more volatile player. You can see this was based on injury, but that accounts for it as well. He can score 4 points. He can score 32, or he can go nuts and score you 75, 69, 37. I mean, this guy's all over the place. He's a very volatile player. He's a pretty good GPP play. Paul George, on the other hand, he's a lot more consistent. He's not going to score you 75 or 80 points, but he's also very rarely going to put up a dud. He's going to score you in the 40s or 50s, maybe the low 60s every single game. So when you're looking at this column here, the standard deviation column, the lower the number, the more consistent the player is. So you see Russell Westbrook, he's the highest average player this season, and he's fairly consistent considering how many points he scores, a standard deviation of just below 10. But as you're scrolling through here, you'll be able to spot this pretty easily. So as you can see, a very low number here from Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard averages 39 points per game, and he is very consistent. He is very close to that number almost nightly. He is a great cash game player. You'll see guys like Brandon Knight. Let's see if we can find Brandon Knight here, because I know that he's one of the more volatile players in the league. Okay, here he is. Brandon Knight, an 18 standard deviation. So he averages 39 a night, but as you can see, look at his last 5 games alone. 12, 78, 32, 68, 36. This is Brandon Knight's the perfect GPP play. A guy that you might not want to trust in cash games because he's not those guaranteed points that you're looking for. So this is just a really great tool. Again, you can scroll through here and you can find all these players and you can see what they've done in the last week or what they've done this month. And it's really visual. So obviously, again, the lower the number, the more consistent. Rudy Gay, a pretty consistent player. So there you have it. This is available on DFS on demand. It's under the Pro Tools section here. It looks like this. It's Steph Curry shooting a basketball. It's the NBA player scoring calendar. A really nice way to identify consistent players or volatile players, and I update this regularly, almost daily, usually daily. So it's pretty up to date every single day. Good luck. If you have any questions or comments, you know where to find me. You can tweet me. It's at DFS on demand, or you can leave a comment below. Okay, see ya.